They thought it was just a beggar, but he carried the biggest secret, a secret that could leave the world shocked. He sat quietly by the roadside, his face covered with dust, his clothes torn into rags. In his trembling hands was an old rusty tin, shaking slightly as he begged for coins. People walked past without care. Some laughed, some mocked, and a few dropped spare change without even looking at his face. To everyone around, he was nothing more than a beggar, a man with no future, no value, no story. But what they didn't know was that this man carried a secret greater than gold. A secret so powerful it could change lives forever. Years ago, he wasn't sitting in the dust. He was standing in a palace. He wore fine clothes, spoke with wisdom, and guided men of authority. He was respected, admired, and loved. But life can be cruel. A betrayal from those closest to him stripped him of everything overnight. From honor to humiliation, from respect to rejection, his world collapsed in a single night. And yet, no one could take away what he carried inside, his faith, his knowledge, and his dignity. Each night, while the world slept, he prayed with tears rolling down his cheeks. Each day, while people mocked him, he whispered words of patience and hope. The world only saw rags, but heaven saw a man destined for something greater. One day, a little boy stopped. Instead of mocking him like others, the boy offered him a piece of bread. The beggar smiled gently and placed his hand on the boy's head. He whispered, "Thank you, my son. May God bless you. One day, this bread will return to you in ways you cannot imagine." From that moment, whispers began to spread. People noticed something unusual about this beggar. His words were filled with wisdom, his prayers touched hearts, and his advice solved problems no one else could. Slowly, people began to gather around him. The man everyone once ignored became the voice of hope. Leaders came to seek his guidance. The poor came for comfort. Children sat by his side just to listen. And then the truth became clear. He was no ordinary beggar. He was a man of hidden greatness. His fall was never the end. It was the beginning of a greater rise. They thought it was just a beggar. But he was hiding the biggest secret, that true wealth is not measured by money or possessions, but by faith, wisdom, and patience. If this story touched your soul, don't just pass by. Subscribe now, and together let's keep spreading stories that bring hope, faith, and light to hearts around the world.